Well, hello again viewers, and welcome back to Mixed Mazadavalias and Carnivorous Plants YouTube channel. As you can see, I'm in the Nepenthes house today, and I thought I'd share with you, after a few requests from viewers, what Nepenthes I've got in my grow space. Don't forget, I'm a beginner, so I haven't got a great deal, but I have got a few, and I thought I'd share that with you. On a second note, I know I've had a lot of comments of people how I grow my sphagnum moss, and it's worked for you too, so I'm absolutely amazed and thrilled for you, because it did work for me, it still does work for me. And if you've not watched the video, go and watch the video, see how I grow my sphagnum moss for top dressing these Nepenthes. So let's get the intro out of the way and we'll start looking at what I've got in here. Well, as you know, I haven't got a lot of plants, but we'll go through what I've got. I'll try and do the video as quick as possible. The fan's just come on because we obviously reached about 18 degrees. One of the cooling fans has come on. So we'll start here. I'll try and do as quickly as possible what I've got growing in here. Right, the first one is Rebecca Soper. I'm sure you can see this. It's got quite a few pictures on it. This is one of the bigger ones that's come out at the moment. These are open. I can't really get in there, but if you can see in there, well, I doubt if you can, but they've got a few flies in there. But this is my Rebecca Soper. It's got two divisions on it. It's Nepenthes ramispina cross with Ventracosa. Lovely looking plant. I'm sure you know that I let all mine vine, because for me Nepenthes are quite expensive here in the UK, and what I try to do is divide my own, use them as swaps, or sell them on to other people. Next is everyone's favourite, I think, or starter plant, which is Nepenthes Ventracosa. This is the biggest picture I've got on this one at the moment. If you can see at the back there, I've wedged an old picture behind it because I didn't want to damage the peristome on this. It's a nice size picture, looking all right, nice looking plant. That's coming on. Below that we've got a few that I've acquired over the recent months. This is Spatulata cross Ampullaria. It's a green clone. It's a Borneo Exotics 4050. Nice little plant. Just put in, if you can see there, first little picture on that growth on that leaf, and one there. Behind that is a couple of Nepenthes ventrata that's growing on. Down here I've got a sanguinea, young sanguinea. Got nice little pictures on it, look forming, new ones coming. Been all right through the winter in here, so we haven't done bad. Again, another ventrata. I'm sure you can see at the back I also like to grow Bromeliads. I'm quite fond of Bromeliads, the smaller versions, and they're all growing well. That one over there has got two pups on it at the moment. Neogelia, sorry. It's got a couple of things on it. This one here is my Bill Bailey. This is about, well, this is the older picture down here, dying back. I don't cut my dying pictures off until I've got new pictures that's actively trapping insects and that. But this nice looking picture, look, nice peristome, a deep burgundy or red, dark brown. Again, a nice vining plant that's coming on. Next to that, I've got my Spec Tobilis cross Talongensis, another bee clone 3769. This one, I've shown this on, I did a bit of an update, I believe, on this one to let viewers see. When they first open, the peristome on this are a deep dark red, striped but dark red. They turn green, the lime green around the peristome, when they've been open a while. There's another new one forming. On this particular plant, we've got about 4 or 5 different pictures on it. And here's the latest one that's opened down here, which again is quite a big one. You can see the peristome is reddish striped. When that's been open for a couple of weeks probably, that will turn green like the rest of them. But as you can see, I don't know if he's caught anything. I'll try and push a camera in, let's see. Oh, it's got a few flies at the bottom, so he's doing all right. In the corner there, I've got my Ventracosa cross Maxima. Now, I'm not an expert in Nepenthes, but I do know that Ventracosa cross Maxima is part of the parents of Nepenthes Gaia. Cashiana cross Ventracosa cross Maxima makes sure the Gaia. That one is really got some leaf jumps on it. And as you can see by the picture, this is one of the latest pictures on the plant. Quite a big plant, nice wide peristome, looking absolutely brilliant at the moment. This, what I'm holding at the moment, is the next picture to open on this plant. It's still forming, look, but you can see, look at the thickness of the tendrils. Yeah, it's doing well, and there's another one hiding back here, if I can get the camera in to see it. So yeah, that's Ventracosa cross Maxima, and to be fair, that's the biggest picture I've got in this grow space. Hanging up here, I've got my it's just a Ventrata, another Ventrata. I just keep taking cuttings off these plants and producing new ones, which I try to swap with other people. Got plenty of new pictures coming on it. At the back is a Bloody Mary. I've had that for quite a while. I'm not doing fantastic. Pictures look a bit tired on that one. Just got one open here. But down here I've also got another Bloody Mary. Now this is a reverse cross. This is Ampullaria cross Ventracosa. I got this from Matt Soper at Hans Carnivores. Lovely plant doing well in here at the moment. But yeah, the one up here is the other cross, which is Ventracosa cross Ampullaria. So there's a lot of different plants you can get. Down here I've got the traditional Alata. You can see the pictures just coming open there on this Alata. Only a small plant, but it's something everybody starts off with. Here I've got Aristolochoides cross with Truncata. It's called Highland Red. I've only got a couple of pictures on this. Very small pictures, very small plant. But only time will tell, and it'll come on a bit. Here I've got Nepenthes spatulata cross with Spec Tobilis. It's another bee clone. If you see the peristome, some nice markings on this. Hopefully the candy stripes will come out as we get a bigger plant. Next to that is my Berbergie cross with VCI. I've got no pictures on that, only one forming down here at the back at the moment. Over here is what I call my beginner's mistake, because as you can see, it's Nepenthes Uckeriana. A lovely plant. Again, I got it from Hans Carnivores. But if you're into Nepenthes, you'll know that Uckeriana is lowland. So really, my temperatures at 12 degrees won't suit this Uckeriana. However, it's never let me down with pictures. It's pictured all through the winter. Every new growth and leaf has got a picture forming on it. So, to be fair, it's coping with my conditions. I think if it went any colder than 12 in here, I'd probably lose Hookeriana, but at the moment it survived our winter in the UK. At the back there I've got Nepenthes lowii cross with Ventracosa, very small plant, pitcher died there, waiting for the new pitchers to come. At the back is another Ventrata, which is looking well. Here I've got my Nepenthes Louisa, which is Nepenthes Rebecca Soper cross Hirsuta. A couple of pictures dying back, still left them on. Here we've got a new picture forming. Round the back up there I've got a new picture forming, and down here we've got this picture. Now if you can remember from a previous video, I had these in one of these hanging baskets, these green hanging baskets, and look how it tied around it. I've left that on to show you. I've cut it out of the basket now and brought it down here because what it was going to do was just trap in between the pot and the hanging basket. So I've cut that off, left it in just to show you. But these are amazing because they always look green on the outside. They start getting the colouring, which is on the inside, the mottling effect on the inside of the picture, and the peristome's starting to colour up, as you can see. But yeah, every picture is green for the bottom half, then they start getting the mottling from there up. Look, yeah, it's a nice little plant. That's one I've got in here. Over here I've got another lowii cross Ventracosa, small picture coming out on that, one dying back around the back. Another Ventrata, another Ventrata. Here I've got Ventracosas. The Sanguinea is at the back, is pushing up now. Sanguinea, got a couple of old pictures on it, but a nice big picture forming here, if I can get my hands on it for you. A nice big picture there, and one at the top. Unfortunately, I'm letting these vine. You know, I'll have to cut them back later this year to get more plants, but they're going up to the ceiling. At the moment in time, the ceiling is not damaging the new pictures. Right, here I've got Gaia. This is one of my Nepenthes Gaia, which is Cashiana cross with what I just said over there, which is Ventracosa cross Maxima. Don't forget, I'm not an expert, I'm a beginner, so when I watch these videos and everybody remembers the name, I have to look at the tags. I just cannot remember the names. Then over here at the end I've got a couple more Ventrata. Down here I've got my Glandifera cross Bromeliads. It's a B clone 3964. Nice looking plant, pushing out some decent sized pictures at the moment. This is the last one, I believe. Again, I love that mottling on the inside of the pictures. Amazing. And obviously one dying back there, one dying back at the front. Down here I've got a couple down here. These are recently new ones. I've got Berkia, which I recently got. I've kept it down here. It's a B clone again, 3254. And Shaniana, yeah, another B clone. But no pictures on that, forming pictures. When I actually got this plant, the growing tip had broke, but you can see it's put a new growing point out now. It's got a picture forming around the back, if I can get there. It's got a picture forming around the back, and it's got a picture forming on the new growth. So hopefully soon we'll have some Shaniana pictures to share with you. This one I've had for quite a while. It's Astrology cross Ventracosa. I love these little dumpy pictures. They're always nice and dumpy. The reason I've got this under the shelving is because I had this in a hanging basket, and you can see it started vining, and to be fair, it got too near the roof and the roof scorched the new pictures, and I lost a few. Since I put it down here, all the pictures now are starting to form, so I'm amazed with that. Another one I've got here is Burbage cross Robcantlii. Nice little picture coming on here. Only a young plant again. But when you grow Nepenthes, you've got to start with something, and they are expensive, like I've said, and you can pick up what you want to keep going. But I'm only going for Highland Nepenthes. Here's a picture that's died back on it. So that's roughly all the Nepenthes I've got in my greenhouse at the moment. Might have missed a couple, but you can see most of them in here. Oh, I've got a, what's this one? Ventracosa Pacificus. It's Ventracosa cross Insignis. Pictures coming on that. You can see in the back. And I'd like to give a shout out to a viewer who suggested. A viewer said to me when they'd watched my video on growing sphagnum moss, why don't I use these trays and put the sphagnum moss in the bottom of the trays? If I get here like that. And I thought, you know what, I'll give it a go. Well, thank you, viewer. I forgot your name, but it's a cracking idea. And what I've done, I've moved it out of my trays when the moss is formed, and I've made it like a bedding for the Nepenthes. It helps with humidity, and you're not looking at a black saucer pot all the time. The only problem I had with that, it was drying up every day, and every day I was coming in here early morning just to mist it, and I thought, you know, that's a bit hard work having to come in and mist it. So what I did, I decided to do, I bought, well, I looked round for some sort of drip system. I'll show you a picture of it, but if you can see in there, I put a drip system on that I got off eBay. Let me just move around slowly so you can see what I'm trying to show you. This is what I use. It's just a ordinary water bottle, and I got this Aqualin. I didn't know if it would work. This one works for 5 minutes every 24 hours, so it's due to come on at about 9:15 every day. It comes on for 5 minutes, and all that does is just tips water into them trays to save me having to come in here and miss the moss. Now, for people who's going to say, well, your Nepenthes shouldn't stand in water, I'll show you. I used bottle tops. Now, that's not my idea. That's from a guy called Remy, Windowsill Nepenthes in Canada. I watch his channel, and he suggested that on one of his videos. So that's not my idea, but it's a cracking idea, and it just keeps your Nepenthes out of the water, because when that drip feeder runs, it's watering all the moss, and you've got to admit the moss is looking quite good. I mean, to say it's all been grown in them little tubs that I grow on the bottom. Let me spin around again and I'll show you. Say I grow it, you've seen how I grow it before and you've watched the video. But look, as soon as these trays are a reasonable height, I split them and I put them in the bottom of these trays, and I make these trays suitable for all these Nepenthes. Well, I hope you found that short video useful, a bit of entertainment. It shows you how far I've got with this grow space. And don't forget, I am a beginner. I know I keep saying that, but I am a beginner. And all your comments really do help me improve my growing standards for Nepenthes. I'm really an orchid grower. I love Mazda Valleys, and you know that if you've watched my other videos on that I put up on YouTube. So until next time, viewers, thanks for watching. I'll leave you with this big beauty because I'm chuffed that I've got a decent sized picture. So I'll leave you now, viewers. I hope some of you subscribe to the channel, follow me as a beginner, and any comments you've got, please leave them in the comments below. Even if it's good or bad, it might help me to improve my growing conditions. So until next time, viewers, I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.